get better. I've got voices in my head.
I hate this angle though.
I know, I'm not a fan.
I feel like I need to be like closer, but I'm further and I don't know.
What if we just pulled the laptop down onto the desk at this point, now that we're this way? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, what do you think?
Try it and see.
Hey! Don't mind us, we're just trying to figure out something real quick, but we will have a guest here in just a minute that we're going to interview, so hang tight. Let's see, do you want to, here, you want to pull it down and then I'll tell you if it looks right?
Here. Hold this.
Got you.
Not hold this down. You guys just hang tight with us for just a minute. We're just trying to adjust some things. Is that going to be... Okay, hold on. Then we're going to be... This
is still like...
Now we're two... Well, hold on. Hold on. Let me see if we can... Let me... Hold on. Hold on. We're going to make this work. Hold on.
We got this. Hey guys, we're just trying to get everything situated, so bear with us.
Is that good? Or no?
It's so hard to tell because there's comments, so like I can't even see my face right now. You see what I mean?
Okay, but you're in.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me see. Let me see.
I wish we could just do it sideways.
I know.
Like, it would be so much easier. Can y'all hear us okay and see us okay?
If you can hear us, give us some hearts.
Or something. Heart it up, something. Shit. Can you hear and see us okay?
There we go, that's some hearts.
Okay. Yay, thank you. That's what we're trying to figure out. We actually have...
There we go, they can hear us.
We have a guest coming in a couple minutes that we're going to be interviewing. Do you want to tell them who?
So we are going to be interviewing Frodo the Ghost. Oh, look, there's our hearts. There we go. Okay. So we're going to be interviewing Frodo the Ghost here in just a few. Let's see, what do we have?
Looks good and sounds good. Thank you. Okay, fantastic. So yeah, he's going to be in here shortly to talk with us, let us know about his new album, his new music video, and just kind of figure out what the plan is as far as upcoming tours and things of that nature, especially with everything going on with the coronavirus. So he will be here shortly. How are you guys handling quarantine? Everybody doing okay? Let us know.
Yes, you guys kick back, get you a drink.
Cheers.
Hang out with us for a little while. We're going to have a really good time. We're going to have good conversation going on. You guys can pop some comments off in the questions, and we'll ask him when he pops in. So it's going to be a good time.
I think he meant luck. Thank you.
Thank you.
It's all on her. She did my makeup. I can't do makeup to save my life. Like, it is absolutely horrible. I usually take, what, like 10 minutes to do my makeup?
Right. Yeah, you said...
I knew what you meant. Thank you. All right. So I guess this will work, and then I'll just hold the laptop, and you can, like, glance over.
Or
Like...
Or I can pop it up right here. You still won't be able to see it off screen. Quarantine so I'm pretty used
I know,
to
right?
it.
The only thing I miss is like the small conveniences, like being able to buy toilet paper without wondering if there's going to be any. I miss,
or having a limit.
Yes. I miss going to the beach. I miss fishing.
Yes, I miss
boat.
just being able to go to the water.
Yeah, we live like right by the beach, so we're used to being able to do lots of fun outdoor things. But now they have shut down all the beaches. They've shut down the rivers. All the parks, everything like that. So we have nothing. Let's see. There we go. I'm really pissed we can't do it sideways, though. That sucks.
I know, but look, we're in there. We're good.
Yeah.
We're good. Let's see. First restaurant you're going to when it's over.
God, I don't know which one I would go. Honestly, Taco Boy, but y'all wouldn't know what that is. It's a local restaurant here on Folly Beach, South Carolina. It is the most amazing place to go for Mexican food. It is like not greasy. It's like super fresh. They make the best margaritas. So I'm going to get me a margarita, and I'm going to get me a chicken quesadilla, and I'm going to eat 10 pounds of guacamole.
Listen, I would say... What was that restaurant that we went to where we got the Malibu bucket?
Oh, that was El Pueblo's.
Not El Pueblo's.
Oh, what other... We get a lot of drinks wherever we go.
The one on Rivers.
Are you talking about Wild Wings?
No, the Mexican restaurant on Rivers.
That was El Pueblo's, wasn't it?
No, El Pueblo's is here.
I swear to God, it's called El Pueblo's, too.
It's like...
It is. I know it is. I just thought about it. It really is. I promise you. Google it. Applebee's. Oh, I do like Applebee's. I'm not going to lie. You know, Applebee's was one of my first jobs. I was, how old? 16. I was a hostess. But all of our Applebee's are actually shutting down. Have you noticed that?
Yeah.
We had at least, I know the one in Somerville shut down. North Charleston shut down, and I can't remember where else. But we keep losing Applebee's left and right. I think we have one left in Old Somerville. Hey, everyone. So we're just kind of hanging out. We are waiting on him to come in. So take a seat. Join us. Hey. How are y'all doing tonight?
No, it's Poblanos.
Poblanos, same thing. Thank you so much for joining us tonight, you guys. He is going to be here shortly, so hang tight. We just wanted to hop in early, make sure that we had the camera set up right and everything, and just come say hi to you guys. So,
of course, because we always miss you guys. Now, I will say, after our Q&A sesh with Frodo the Ghost, we are going to take a little breather, and then this evening we'll be coming back in live, just us. Just to have some fun, so.
Hey, Heather. How are you, baby?
Oh, hey, boo.
Oh, pizza sounds so good.
Listen, pizza sounds
He
so
said,
bomb.
what are you smoking on? We're vaping.
Yeah.
It's not the devil's lettuce.
I'm vaping on a juice called Angel's Breath. It's by a brand called Hometown Hero. It's all veteran and military owned, and I cannot remember how much of the proceeds go to Wounded Warrior Project. So if you guys are vapors, telling you that is like, their juice is top notch. And for me, for it to go to a program like that, I will forever buy from them.
Everybody's ate dinner. We haven't even eaten yet.
I know, right? We're just drinking on an empty stomach.
Listen,
that's not smart, right? We're just going to live.
Hey, we're smart. We're quarantined. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us. He will be... there he is.
Yes. Okay.
All right. You want to click the little invite thing?
I can. Yeah, hold on.
Uno momento. We got to send a little invite.
Where is it? This one?
It's the two faces.
This one. Okay.
Yeah. And then click his name.
There he is.
I'm drinking Moscato. She's drinking Crown.
I'm drinking Crown Apple and Ginger.
Yo, yo.
Thank you so much for joining us. How are you?
Damn, my signal is like horrible. I can't hear you. What did you say?
I said, how are you?
I'm good. I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful.
We're good. Listen, I just got to start off by telling you that hair color is so fucking badass.
Thank you.
I love it.
It's a classic. I love it. So we just wanted to talk to you.
Trying to keep it classic.
We wanted to talk to you. We know you got a new album coming out April 24th. Tell us about it.
Yeah, it's coming out 4/20/4/20. If you say that, that's how it sounds.
I love
4/20/4/20. But anyway, it's been a project I've been working on for quite a few years, actually. For those that are tuning in that actually, have heard who I am and have seen me, I'm quarantined. I'm just in my car driving around. You know, it's all good. You know, I figured I'd just come at y'all in the most private spot I could possibly have. And,
Listen, we're in a shed, so
We're in our scare sheds.
well, just, private from other members of my household. So there's like, it's not noisy or whatever.
Yeah.
But anyway, the album, it's got 11 songs on it. Little something for everybody. I more or less the hip hop heads and the horrorcore heads. 'Cause there's a little horrorcore in there, and then it's just solidly a hip hop album. I've been really excited with it. I'm sorry, what?
Especially the video you just dropped, Shaved.
It's called Shade. We shot that at the Dynamo Pro Dojo in St. Louis, Missouri. At the it's in the Lent Brewery, if you've ever heard of that, the famous Lent Brewery, extremely haunted building.
Oh, that's
badass.
badass.
Did you have any experiences?
I haven't there yet, but whenever we haven't been training, obviously. Literally, we filmed that right before all this quarantine shit started happening. I got one more week of training in, and then the next week I hit up the guy who owns the space, and he said, let's hold off on training for a while, because that's when all this COVID-19 shit started, and we're all quarantined the fuck in, and none of us have been able to train. It sucks. And I just miss the ring right now. But wow, we had so much fun shooting that video. Just every little part of it. My producer, who he not only produced the album, but he does all my videos, the editing and everything. Let's see if I can get a better angle. There we go. Now I'm a little bit more centered.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, he had a smile on his face the whole time we were filming this video, especially during the wrestling parts. It was just a lot of all right, now what do we do? All right, now what do we do? Now what do we do? I felt pretty cool because I had a big role in being the director for this video. When usually it's my producer Matt. He's usually the one who's doing most of the directing for this shit, and this time it kind of turned out because it was the more stuff that I knew that he didn't when it comes to the wrestling stuff, and that was really up to me to coordinate it and put together what I wanted to showcase.
Which is so badass because it's kind of pulling both of your interests into one, which
that
cool.
was the ultimate goal of it, actually. Once and you know what, like, we had already talked about shooting a video in that wrestling ring, and it's been on the to-do list. I just didn't think we would do it to that one, and the more and more I think about it, like, the more and more like glad that that's the one I did the video to in the wrestling ring. And like he called me when I was it was perfect. He called me when I was at the gym training. He's like, ask him about doing a video there. Take some pictures of the place for me. I was like, oh, okay. So like I stopped training for a minute, just started snapping pictures of the area and talking to my guy, and lo and behold, here we are. Big shout out to Dynamo Pro Wrestling, who I will be making my official wrestling return with. I won't wrestle for anybody else until I do my return show at Dynamo Pro, whenever the hell that may be, given this COVID-19 crap.
I was going to ask you, though. Yeah, with the whole...
Ball breaker! My balls are thoroughly broken. Thoroughly.
With the whole COVID thing, how is that affecting, like, going on tour, doing shows? Because I did see where you were supposed to be doing a show, opening up. I'm trying to remember the date.
It was supposed to be May 27th with Tech Nine and Jelly Roll, but that has changed. I know the rescheduled date, but I'm not allowed to say at this time.
Okay. But there
Okay.
will be a reschedule, so it is going to still happen.
Yeah, it's already set up. It's already scheduled. I
That's
just can't
awesome.
I can't publicly say what it is yet.
Gotcha.
That's still badass.
That's
So it's, at least it's nice to know that it is
once Strange
happening.
Music announces it, then I can talk about it as much as I want.
Awesome. Okay, so I have a major question because listen, I will fully admit, did not even know who you were until the other day. First of all, I've become a fan. I think you're badass. But I have to
Okay,
ask, where did the name come from?
Where did my name come from?
Yes.
Okay, I've been called Frodo since I was in high school, and it's just something that stuck with me. That guy just ran a red light. It was just something that stuck with me, and people just began to know who I was like through that name, and here I am. I'm Frodo, and then like I don't know. I came up with the ghost part like kind of when I was still in high school. It's just kind of like just stuff to rap about. You know, make other aliases for yourself so you can rap about them in songs. It just gives you more stuff to be creative about.
It was just
And
a
then,
nickname itself.
yeah. And then I had an email address that had the ghost and Frodo in it, and I think my buddy Stogie was staring at that when he actually pitched the Frodo the Ghost idea to me. He called me on my cell phone. He's like, "Hey man, your name ain't Hazmat no more," because that's what I used to go by. I was Hazmat for a good portion of my career. Not really, not the majority of it. I'll say I started going by Frodo the Ghost probably 2014.
Okay, so it's been a few years.
So it was a 3-year alias, and then I started going by the name Frodo the Ghost after I just sat there and thought about it for a while. It's like, well, everybody really knows me as Frodo, and I think I can get this over a lot easier than I can get Hazmat over, and lo and behold, I've actually been correct about that. It's been a fun ride, and when I wrestle, I go by the same name. I go by Frodo the Ghost, and I don't change it up. I just keep the character as the same person. The only difference is because like Frodo the Ghost makes hip hop music, but when he comes out to the ring, it's not to hip hop. It's not even to rap music at all.
Really?
What is it?
The song's called "Bleeding Through" the song's called "Death Anxiety" by Bleeding Through. It's literally the only song I know by them, and it just happens to be like, oh, I found this song. Like if I was like when I was younger, I found it, and I'm like, if I was a wrestler, I'm coming to the ring to this song. I've walked to the ring to that song numerous times with my old tag team partner, Cayman, and when we were doing the whole Torment run, in which that may come back. Who knows? I don't know yet. It's nothing's set, nothing's impossible, nothing's set in stone. Holy shit, Long John Silver's is busy.
Oh, God,
Sure
that's
as no bullshit. It's random as hell. There's a line like wrapped around the building going out to the road.
Holy shit.
Who wants some Long John Silver's
I've never
during
ate there.
COVID-19?
I have never ate at Long John Silver's.
You're not missing anything.
There's nothing appealing about seafood that you get through that.
It's seafood, fast food. Like
yeah, you're not missing anything.
It's like everything is the fillet of fish off of the McDonald's menu. Everything.
So
That
with
great
everything,
cod fillet of fish.
oh my god! With everything going on, what is your plan as far as with the wrestling?
Not let this quarantine get me out of shape. I haven't been working out, but I mean, because I've been busy. I haven't been working out, but I'm not out of shape. So,
Right.
I think they just issued a stronger stay-at-home order in Missouri. Like the governor just came on and said that on the TV before I got in my car and left the house.
You're such a badass.
Hey, I'm not getting out of my car though. You know,
Just keep the windows up. You'll be fine.
windows are up until I light the smoke, and then I let it out. You know, because I'm not trying to hotbox this motherfucker. I don't want to get pulled over by the cops like with
At
the
least
smoke
not with
flying out. Like
Oof, that'd be rough.
it's just a cigarette. I don't smoke cigarettes though. I don't. The only evidence of a cigarette is the one little cigarette butt I let my buddy leave in the ashtray.
Bless it. So what
And
is
even
like
then,
your future plans?
I'm sorry, what? One more time?
What is your future plans as far as like after the quarantine and everything with your career?
I'm hoping I hope we're not quarantined come June because I was planning to go on tour in June. And if I can still go on tour in June, I'll be one of the first guys out. So come see me. We'll
Listen,
see.
both
We'll
of our
see.
birthdays are in June, so
That's right.
we're trying not to be quarantined come June.
Oh yeah, no, my mom's birthday's in June. My brother's birthday's in June. My birthday's in November. If we're still quarantined by then, I'm gonna be pissed.
If we're quarantined come November, I give up.
Yeah, I'm just giving up on
I
life.
tap out. I give up.
I can't do this much longer, let alone until November.
Right?
Yeah. What's it like? You're in South Carolina, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
okay.
they just, I think it was Wednesday, they shut down all non-essential businesses.
Yeah.
There's no like stay-at-home order quite yet.
No, but it's like we urge you to stay home, but we're not mandating it.
But they also, I just read online, they gave their first citation to a big group of people who were street racing because they don't want anybody taking down groups of more than 3. So that's kind of where we're at.
Oh my God. I'll tell you right now, Missouri does not give a fuck. I can say fuck, right? You guys are cussing like a sailor. I figured I could cuss my ass off. This is a horror podcast, right? You know,
Exactly.
If we
cuss
were,
like,
we still wouldn't
cuss
give a
like
fuck.
Captain Spaulding and Otis Driftwood. Damn it!
Yes.
Yeah.
And if you want to,
I love clowns. I love clowns. Fuck, but like as I was saying, Missouri does not give a flying fuck about staying home. Like, okay, as a newer artist, we all gotta have our like lines of income all over the place, right? So I do Uber Eats, so I'm essential work. I've been in food business most of my life. Like I'm a hell of a fucking cook. And had I been working at a restaurant during this time, I'd probably still. Well, no. Well, actually, I do work at a spot like once a week, but they're closed. They're just closed altogether.
Yeah.
I pick up in their kitchen once a week because it's a bar I'm a regular at, and I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll come cook. I'll come show off for all my friends and cook your food.
There you go.
You know,
it works.
Yeah, everybody up there knows me. And then the other bar I was working at, they were doing carry out for a while, but very limited staff. Most of the kitchen staff were, they were told to stay home. And then, what was I saying? It was the 2 kitchen managers, and it was the 2 kitchen managers and the owner, and then some front of the house staff working the parking lot and doing the to-go orders and stuff. But due to the volume that they did, it's a very, very busy restaurant. They made a lot of money off the food. I could just imagine those 3 guys in the back couldn't handle it.
Oh man, I bet.
It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to run that restaurant, especially when you're doing it with. I've ran it with 3 guys before. Like, you know, I didn't run it, but I was working as one of the 3 guys.
Right.
You know. And then we got a dishwasher and a salad guy in there, and then that was it for the rest of the night. I worked a double that day, but yeah, it was insane. We got killed. But anyway, enough about that kind of talk. I don't want to talk about food work. Unless, you know. We could talk. We could talk about food. I'm a damn good cook, but yeah. Anyway, proceed with your questions
Yeah.
before I talk your ass off.
Hey, that's what we're here
Yes,
for.
we're here for it.
Yeah.
So I have a question because I saw you whenever I was in Chicago and you opened for Twisted, which by the way,
Yep.
like he was absolutely insane live. Like he's like that
Yeah.
one person you're always watching because he's just so intense. Like you put on a show. You don't just go out there and do your like you literally put on a
She
show.
performed.
Yes,
Yeah.
you are a performer. What was your
I
favorite
appreciate it.
band to work with?
My favorite what
Band or artist to work with?
to work with? I've worked. You talking about performing wise or just touring wise? Like, cause
Either or,
Either.
really. Just like,
Yeah.
you know, somebody you went on tour with that you really enjoyed going with, or.
I tour with ABK a lot. I haven't like toured with him in like 2.5 years.
Mhm.
But like if there's anybody I've done more traveling with, it's been Anybody Killa. Those are always fun. I just went with him up to or over to Mesa, Arizona at the beginning of the year for a New Year's show.
Awesome.
And that was fun. Yeah, that was fun. Long drive, but you know,
Worth it.
totally worth it. It was worth it. We had fun. We stayed up till like 5:30 getting drunk, and then we passed out and drove home.
Hell yes.
Speaking of that,
Okay, well then I have a question. I want to know what is the craziest thing that has happened to you on stage?
Oh my God, there's a fucking long list of things that have
Like, I feel like there was a good one in there.
I got a couple good ones. Okay, so when you saw me in Chicago, we were out on tour with Twisted. I was performing with Wolfpack at the time. I still perform with them whenever I can, but you know, it's not as like I did it pretty much full time for like a year,
right?
and then I just started making some moves on my own and just trying to get myself out there on my own. So there was the first show I ever did with them. It was in Providence, Rhode Island. And I'll never forget this because, like, you know, Legs was telling me, you know, what he wanted me to do out there and, you know, make sure to go crazy, go wild. And, you know, he didn't really tell me to stage dive, even though I probably would have thought about it with that kind of crowd and me being on that stage. Right when we walked out there, he came up behind me and you saw how big Legs is. You know who I'm talking about? He's got the red hair. He's a giant of a man.
Yeah.
And he grabbed me by the back of my pants, like right at my belt, with one hand, just bowling throws me off the stage into the crowd. And I'm just like, to this day, I wish someone got a picture of the look on my face when he grabbed the back of my pants. I just imagine it being, you know, and he just bowling throws me. I got some air, like it was a throw with one hand.
God.
And I'm just like, screw it. And I just turned out, you know, spread my arms, turned out. They caught me. And then this is the part that sucked about it though. There was like, you know, with those big shows, you know how they got like barricade security guards working right there for like crowd surfers and stage divers and whatnot. You would think there'd be someone there to catch me. And this is a really tall, like this is probably the tallest, if not the second tallest stage I've ever performed on. And the barricade is like at least an inch and a half higher off the ground than the actual like floor of the crowd.
Yeah.
So I was getting dumped over that barricade by people onto my back, onto the concrete.
Oh.
Yeah. Had I not had some prior knowledge on how to save myself by, you know, wrestling, I can't say the word because I'll get in trouble. But like, you know, you learn how to fall and learn how to fall safely. So
Yeah.
I kind of evened myself out, landed on my back the right way. It didn't feel good. And they just every time I stage dove 2 more times, and then like the second one was the worst because I landed on my shoulder. My left shoulder's been messed up ever since, but it's it's not as bad as it used to be.
So have you had more injuries from performing or wrestling?
Injuries from performing or wrestling? I haven't really gotten a lot from doing any concerts. That was probably the most beat up I've ever gotten at a concert.
That one sounds pretty intense, though.
Yeah, that one might have been the most beat up I've ever gotten at a concert. There was one time that Nothing Nice, another guy in FTI Army, he was opening for ICP at Pops in St. Louis, and I was performing with him, and I took his set up to the DJ for him because he likes to be there when the merch is getting sold. He likes making the money. So I took the flash drive up to the DJ, and then there's this like dark spot. Like ICP's got all this like plastic up to block off like the open backstage areas, just so no one sees anything they don't need to. Meaning the clowns before they get on stage, and they have to be standing back there. So there's this big piece of plastic where like hanging over where there's normally a gap, so I don't see where the edge of the stage is. I took one step to the left too far, and I disappeared. Into the darkness. And I'm laying there, and the same way you two are looking at me, like with your heads like poking over this line, I see the DJ and the other opener for the show, Chris Grimes, like peek over the stage at me, like at the same time. Is he good? And I'm like, I climb back up. It didn't hurt, it was just, it startled me. I could have landed.
Yeah.
I could have landed much worse. There was some shit down there that I could have busted my head on. It could have been much worse than it was. I fell very softly.
Oh my God! Who knew performing was so dangerous?
I wasn't even performing. I was just handing the DJ my buddy's set, and I stepped too far to the left, and I got back up. I got back up on the stage.
Is that it?
As we were saying before we were rudely interrupted by Instagram's ridiculous time limit restrictions.
Is that what it was?
I think so. We've been on for an hour, so.
Oh, that might be what it was.
Yeah. Fucking Carol Baskin.
Fucking Carol.
I haven't even watched that shit. My brother's been fucking like saying that and impersonating like.
Dude,
Oh
you
my
got
God.
me. It's so fucking
I'm gonna
good.
need you to get in on this.
Look, there's one person, actually 2 or 3 people that I need to text before I watch it. I have to talk to them first. I
Why?
also don't like, because I got to see what they say about it, see if they watched it. I got to
Listen,
see if they care.
you have to watch it. It is so fucking wild. I have never seen a story that has so many like side stories to it. Like it's not just cut and dry. It's like,
Oh no.
oh, here's a murder over here. Here's a, I don't even know if that was accident or not, but I'm not gonna give you any spoilers.
Check the septic tank! I haven't seen the movie, and I could probably impersonate the fucker too. A goddamn T. You know what I'm saying? I'm just good like that. That fucking Carol Baskins. Check under her septic tank. You'll find her dead husband's body.
Oh my God! Why does he sound like Joe Exotic? Oh my God!
Never watch the fucking documentary. Never.
Oh my God!
Fuck.
If he starts singing "Here, Kitty, Kitty," I'm done.
Listen, if you don't watch the documentary, at least go watch his music videos.
Yes.
Like, I can hear everybody impersonate him and butcher it to a goddamn T. A goddamn T. America.
Oh my god, that's hilarious.
I mean, the Tiger King, it totally just sounds like America, you know?
Listen, I couldn't even get into it at first. I had to watch it like the first episode a couple times, and finally it just sucked me in. It's
Here's
good.
a fucking question. You want to talk about Netflix shit?
Yeah?
Do y'all watch Ozark?
Nope.
No.
Oh hell.
He's done with us.
Listen, I don't hear you.
The setting of that takes place in southern Missouri at Lake of the Ozarks, Osage Beach.
We'll have to check it out.
I've never actually been there, but that's part of my home state. Of course,
You've never
I've watched.
been there?
No, I've never been there. Never had an opportunity, never had a reason. It's a big party place. It really is. But I've never had an opportunity, never had a reason.
Wait a minute.
What?
Is this the same place that there's like
What?
there's like a whole thing that, if I'm not mistaken, there's a whole thing that happened there where they get a bunch of college girls on pontoon boats and film porns there.
Would that
I'm
be
sure that's something. I didn't hear about that, but I don't doubt it. I hear it gets wild.
I'm like
The lake
90%
gets wild
sure.
in the summer.
Jesus, I thought we were bad.
The lake gets wild in the summer, from what I hear. And right now, we're in quarantine. Missouri don't give a fuck.
Listen,
There's not as many people out as yesterday. It's not as nice out. It's been really nice out. That's the big problem. It's been really nice out. And everybody's wanted to bask in it. I am shit. I mean, I've been sitting on my porch, you know, and I'm crazy. I sit on my porch and just take bong rips in front of the whole neighborhood. And everybody waves at me all neighborly like. It's all good.
fuck it.
Yeah.
I really do this. I really do this.
What is I gonna do?
Sometimes, depending on who's walking down the street, like, cause I got a bench on my porch, and I'll set the bong like on the porch behind my leg under the bench, like, if it's someone I don't trust or don't know.
Yeah.
There's been some new faces lately.
Listen, if I'm just gonna be honest, I've done that out at the lake. I mean, you sit out there, you're out by the water, and all of a sudden you're just like, you know what? Sounds nice right about now. Okay, so somebody corrected me. Somebody said, no, it's Lake Powell. So somebody's been watching Pornhub, you nasty, you busted.
Oh!
I mean,
What
who
up,
is
Philip?
in quarantine?
Right?
Nope, Lake Powell.
See, somebody got busted. Somebody's been on Pornhub.
Thanks, Dwayne. Hey, I've been on Pornhub too. Show me your porn titties.
I feel like, what else is there to do during quarantine?
I'm scared I'm gonna get my hand pregnant.
Jesus.
Oh my god, I love it. Oh,
I'm scared. I'm being careful not to get friction burn, because if I get friction burn, I can't do it for a while, you know. And if I try, which I will, it's gonna hurt.
Oh my god. Okay, so today we've learned about wrestling.
I'd be a liar if I said I didn't consider taking up comedy every once in a while. You know,
you really fucking should, because you're hilarious. Might be your third
if I'm in the right place, the right time, in the right environment, like, put me on the spot, I probably suck. Like, but, you know, right place, like, right time, right environment, right conversation, you know.
just comes out.
It does. It really
You're
does.
just a performer. It comes natural.
And
That's what
then
it
good
is.
performer at that.
That's the Scorpio in me. Eccentric as fuck. Eccentric as fuck.
It's true. Yes, they are.
Yes, I'm taking these gloves off after this fucking live stream, everybody, because, I've been putting my mouth on this and holding it, touching, scratching,
Safety first.
Don't touch your face!
It's my face.
Look, I was social distancing before it was fucking cool, okay?
Damn right.
All right? Like, yeah, I don't want you coming near me. Like, even people I know, like, I'll see them in public. I'm in a hurry. I'm trying to go about my business. Don't talk to me. Fuck, they said my name. Hi! How you doing?
Listen, if you turned around and looked at me like, oh, hi, I'm like, oh, fuck it.
No, I didn't say it like that, but like in my head, that's how it is. Just
I feel like you did. Okay, so quick question. Oh my god. So quick question. Come April 24th, where can we find the album? Is it going to be on iTunes, Spotify? Where can we find it?
I'll have the 100% official list of answers to that very soon. But my goal is 100% Spotify. That's top of the list.
Okay.
iTunes is definitely top of the list. I'm an iPhone user. I'd like my shit on iTunes. I'm looking to put it on Google Play if I can, and wherever the fuck I can, swing my internet dick.
Listen, you got to make it accessible for us Android users who don't want to fucking scan our eyeball and all that bullshit just to get into our phone. Make it accessible for the rest.
I'm about to put my music videos on Pornhub.
Do it.
Listen. If
I'm about to text Mix and be like, hey, I'm like, Mix, put my videos on Pornhub, will you? He won't. I bet he won't do it.
Oh,
he won't do it. He'll be like,
get a premium account. You can make some money.
That's right. You might find your new calling while you're there.
Private Snapchat. There's way to make
you want me to be a real jack of all trades, a musician, a wrestler, a fucking porn star, a comedian, an actor.
Listen, just throw it out there and see whatever sticks.
Oh, I mean, there's always places to throw it out and stick it. Especially in porn.
There you go.
That's porn, ladies and gentlemen. Folks, you're speaking with the human cartoon. I hope this is entertainment.
Oh, God.
Oh, but it is.
All right, Frody, stop tooting your own horn. Okay, get your hands off your dick. My hand isn't really on my dick.
Listen, if you do it with the gloves on, do you call it a stranger?
Oh!
That's the real question.
Try this.
That's a choice. When you do, film it and put it on Pornhub and then double the money.
Quarantine porn.
Quarantine porn. Well, awesome. Bill, thank you so much for joining us tonight.
Yes.
Yeah. This has been fun. This has been great.
Well, come join us again soon.
Yeah, just hit me up anytime. I'm totally down. This was fun. Did you guys just start this or what?
Yeah, we started about a month ago. Basically just doing we go to haunted places. We discuss true crime. Anything of that. We kind of been doing everything though, because we also do special effects makeup.
You can hit me up and discuss any of that shit with me. With the true crime shit, you might have to get me up to speed real fast on whatever it is, because I don't completely pay attention to that shit all the time, but I do take interest in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Paranormal discussion all day. Then maybe we could get you guys here or something and go on a hunt.
Hey, I'm here for it.
Yeah. Listen, we are so down for that. That is right up our alley.
Yeah.
So.
And
we'll figure it out. Missouri's got some haunted places.
That sounds good. And we actually are going live again tonight just to shoot the shit and everything. Probably around 10?
Yeah, about 10.
10, 11.
So 9 o'clock for me.
Yeah, so just come back and chat with us.
Okay, yeah. I'll try to pop in.
Sounds good. Well, thanks again for coming by.
Thanks for having me. FTI Army
You're
in
welcome.
this bitch. What it do though? Frodo the Ghost out. Get my Crazy Not Crazy album. 4/20/4/20, and make sure you check out the Shade video, y'all.
Yes.
Listen, plug all your socials. Plug all your socials first.
O.M. Gore. O.M. Gore.
I love it. He needs to do a song for us.
Yes, we need an O.M. Gore song. Listen, we need a new intro.
Yeah, make us a song.
Put him to work.
Okay, we'll figure something out.
Sounds
We
good.
can talk.
Sounds good. All right, see you later.
From St. Louis, Missouri.